Hello. Hello, my name is Lucas, Fishy Cows otherwise. Today we're going to be playing King's Quest Chapter 1. I'm still fairly new at streaming, so my commentary may not be the best, but I'm here to have some fun. So we're going to start a new game, and throughout this game you're forced to make some choices, and these choices will affect the storyline of the game. You can go through a path of bravery, kindness, or wisdom. So I'm just going to start out with wisdom, but if you guys want me to change it at any point, feel free to let me know. And if you have a choice that comes up that you'd like me to choose instead, feel free to let me know and I'll do that for you. So, without further ado, let's get started. Gonna start in chapter 1. So it's a lot like a Telltale game. Just the controls are a little more user-friendly, if you ask me. Game's filled with puzzles. So your first puzzle here, you have to wind down the rope. And I'll try to interact with as much as possible so that you can see the cutscenes. There's a lot of humor throughout it if you do the wrong thing. So down we go into our first dungeon.
I have not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Alright, so we're gonna move this mattress out of the way.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
The artwork in this game is just really cool. It makes you kind of feel like you're in a Disney movie.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
So this game is all about making the wrong choice so you can figure out the right choice. So for instance, we take choice on the left.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
So let's do that again and pull the right one instead. Looks like we got 2 more people. Welcome to the stream, guys. Got all kinds of beds hanging from the place. I still have yet to figure out why there are so many beds here.
Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My
way, too. Add a shinier hat to my collection.
Okay, so this is the first real puzzle of the game. Here we got a switch.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
So in the classic King's Quest fashion, we need to go find the missing piece. I don't know if you guys have played the original King's Quest games. I played a few
Volumes of old books with
when I was
foreboding
younger.
titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts.
You can hide under the
Even though the
covers.
bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Alright.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Okay. So if you don't hide under the bed, you do get caught. And, I guess I could have shown you guys that, but too late now. Sorry about that.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Alright. So now we'll go into our
What did you use to fix the
inventory.
broken switch?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Okay. There's all these beds all over the place. I've got a feeling we'll figure out why in Chapter 2. I have not played Chapter 2 yet. So when I'm gonna do that, it will be blind. But Chapter 1, I know that one pretty well. So hopefully I won't miss anything. Gotta hide quickly. Okay. Oh, you bastard. If you step on any of the bones, you gotta run back, and there's rarely any time. This guy's got 1 speed, and that's slow. Now you do get an achievement or a trophy if you just keep walking. It's called like walking into the dragon's mouth.